Yo, so a brand new week means a brand new weekly update. And in this video, we're going to be going over some easy ways to make money fast this week in GTA Online. Starting off, we've got the standard time trial. This week you can find it right here along the highway near the top of the map. Now, all you need for this time trial is a vehicle, and it can be pretty much any vehicle, as long as it isn't a special or weaponized one. For me, I personally prefer using a motorcycle when doing these time trials since it makes it a whole lot easier to maneuver in between traffic. If you've got some money to play around with, I'd recommend the Western Power Surge. Pretty solid bike coming in at $1.6 million, and it's electric, meaning that the acceleration on this bad boy is pretty sweet. Now, if you don't have $1.6 million lying around, my returning viewers already know I'm gonna recommend the Batty 801. It only costs you $15,000 and it's got some really good handling. Probably the best handling out of any bike I've used so far in GTA 5 Online. It won't be as fast as something like the Power Surge, but it should definitely be able to help you out with these time trials. Anyway, once you get to the purple time trial area, just go ahead and press right on your D-pad to start it up. Then immediately after, open up your map and set a waypoint on this yellow dot right here. Then just back out of your map and quit the time trial from your phone. Now, I want you to do a U-turn and aim your vehicle in the direction that I am on screen and try to get as much to the edge as possible. You want to make sure while doing this that you can still see the option to start the time trial in the top left of your screen, and once you're in position, press right on your D-pad once again and start it up. Now guys, I was able to beat this week's time trial without taking any shortcuts. Just follow the path that I take, taking the highway around the mountains, and you should be able to beat it. And there's a lot of straightaways on this time trial since it is on the highway like I said, so if you're on a motorcycle, make sure you pop a wheelie as much as you possibly can. If you don't know how to do that, just bring the left stick down while you're driving. One more thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you beat the part time while doing this. There's a timer in the bottom right of your screen while completing a time trial that says part time, and in order to get the full payout, just make sure that you beat the time trial before you go over that part time. Anyway, for beating this week's standard time trial, I made $102,000 in less than 3 minutes. Pretty solid way to make some money right there, you guys. For our second money method, we have Icy Classic Races. This week they're paying out triple money, and these are actually really fun, so now is definitely the time to take advantage of them. In order to start them up, you're going to want to press start, go to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, stun races, and look for the Icy Classic Races. Now, like I already said, these are really fun. Maybe I'm just blinded by the fact that for the first time in a fat ass minute, I was in a lobby with more than 10 people. Pretty sure it was like 22 people, so yeah, this shit got pretty hectic. The Icy Classic Races are basically just stun races where you can only drive an Icy. Pretty self-explanatory. Anyway, I did not win this one at all. Like, I came in at 8th place, god damn. And for coming in at 8th place, I made close to $11,000. But the dude who came in at 1st place made over $57,000, which is obviously a whole lot better. So if you're good at races in this game, now is definitely the time to grind. And don't let this footage fool y'all, man. I'm actually pretty good at races too. I just ended up choking at the end. Like, I didn't even like that. For our third money method, we have the junk energy time trials. This week, these are paying out double money, which makes this even more worth doing, and they're already hella good. And these brand new time trials just released last week, so in case you missed last week's video, let me go over them again for y'all. You're gonna want to look for this purple bike icon on your map and head over to it, and once you make it to the location, just walk into the purple time trial area and press right on your D-pad to start it up. If you're new to GTA Online, you guys are gonna want to take advantage of these because you don't need to own anything in order to start them. You could literally be a level 1 with like $2,000 in your bank account and start these up right away. And the way that these work is that there's a bunch of multiple checkpoints you have to make it through that lead up to the eventual destination, and unlike all of the other time trials, you're on a bicycle rather than an actual car or motorcycle. The cool thing about this bicycle though is that it actually has a boost equipped on it, and you don't even have to wait for it to recharge. So you could keep spamming it every few seconds, which is what I'm gonna highly recommend doing. Just spam that boost as much as possible, especially when you're going up a hill or something like that. Now, as easy as these are, at least in my opinion, the only thing that sucks is having to spam A or X on your controller to pedal. But I mean, it's not really much of an inconvenience, just something that can get a little tiring, you know? Anyway, for completing these junk energy time trials, you'd normally make right around $50,000. But, like I said, they're on double money right now. So for completing this one today, I made $102,000. And unlike the standard time trial we went over earlier on in the video, this is a daily time trial rather than a weekly one, meaning you can do one of these every single day if you wanted to. So let's say you did one every single day for this week while they're on double money. That's around $700,000 you can make from this. This has got to be one of the easiest ways to make some quick cash in GTA 5 Online right now, so definitely take advantage of this, you guys. For our fourth money method, we have special vehicle stun races. And just like with the Icy Classic Races, these are also paying out triple money this week. You're gonna start these up just like how we started up those races from earlier. Just press start, go to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, and go over to stun races. Just pick any of the ones paying out triple money on RP. Guys, these are pretty much just your typical stun races, but where you can only use a certain vehicle such as a Blazer Aqua, a Deluxo, or even a Ruiner 2000. The one that I did today was a Rocket Voltic stun race, and it was just me and this other dude, but they're still pretty fun. It's just always so tough to find players. Might have to make a Discord to be honest, but we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, bro got absolutely smoked, and for taking that dub, I made a little over $17,000. Guys, when it comes to races, you want to have more players in it in order to make even more money, and obviously, you want to try to get first place. The higher you place in a race, the more money you'll make, as we saw in the last race. For our fifth money method, we have the HSW Time Trial. This week, you can find it right over here on your map. Now guys, unfortunately, this is only for people on a next-gen console, so if you're on an Xbox One, a PS4, or a PC, then unfortunately, these are not for you, and you can go ahead and skip on to the next money method. But if you're on an Xbox Series X or S, or a PS5, then you will have access to these. Anyway, if you are on a next-gen console, then you're going to need to own an HSW upgraded vehicle. And like I said earlier, I prefer bikes over cars any day for time trial, so my go-to vehicle was the HSW upgraded Hikuchi drag. Anyway, you're gonna want to set up this time trial exactly like how we set up the standard time trial from earlier on in the video. Once you arrive at the purple time trial area, just go ahead and press right on your D-pad to start it up. Then immediately after, open up your map and set a waypoint on this yellow dot right here. Then just back out of your map and quit the time trial from your phone. Now just try to get as much to the edge as possible. You want to make sure while doing this that you can still see the option to start the time trial in the top left of your screen. And once you're in position, just press right on your D-pad once again to start it up. Guys, just like with any other HSW time trial, this one should not be difficult for you at all. You're given plenty of time to complete it, and these HSW vehicles are hella quick, so yeah, it should be no problem here. Anyway, for completing this week's HSW time trial, you're gonna make $253,000. That is hella good money for about 3.5 minutes of work, so guys, make sure y'all definitely do your HSW time trial this week. For our last money method this week, we have open wheel races. And in case it wasn't obvious, these are also paying out triple money. In order to start one up, you're gonna wanna press start, go to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, races, and then look for any of the open wheel races. These are pretty much just like Formula 1 races where you race in these rally cars. Pretty fun, honestly. Like, it's pretty realistic how you can even go in for a pit stop. And this is coming from someone who doesn't know much of anything about F1 racing, so yeah. Anyway, your boy took a fat ass L, coming in at third place, and I made $18,000, which is ironically the most I made from a race in this video. But bro in first place made over $73,000, and there was only 3 of us. Like, holy shit. So out of all these races, you should definitely take advantage of the open wheel races this week, y'all. Before we finish off this video, I'm trying something a little different here. Since we covered all of this week's money methods already, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys some more information, such as this week's vehicle discounts and all that. And huge shout out to Duality12 for the comment on last week's video. Massive W, my man. Anyway, for this week's podium vehicle, we have the Dinka Jester Classic, and this is actually a really clean car, at least in my opinion, so definitely try to win if you guys are interested in that. Over at the LS Car Meet, the prize ride vehicle for the week is the Ocelot Arden, and in order to win it, you'll need to get first place in an LS Car Meet race for 3 days in a row. Also, I forgot to mention that those are also on triple money and RP, so yeah. As for the test ride vehicles, we've got the Benefactor Schrader, the Progen GP1, and the Coil Raiden. Guys, all 3 of these vehicles were removed about a month ago and are no longer available for purchase in GTA Online, so if you guys happen to like any of these 3 vehicles right here, make sure to buy them this week before you lose your chance to. At the Luxury Auto Showroom, we have the Monstrosity and the Neo. The Neo was also one of the many vehicles removed from GTA Online, so if you guys want this car, make sure to buy it now before it's too late. And then over at Simeon's, we have the Fister Growler, the Dinka RT3000, the Pagasi Monroe, the Progen PR4, and the Benefactor BR8 all on display. Now moving on to the discounts this week, we've got a couple of discounts on upgrades for the Avenger. It's going to be 30% off on adding the Mammoth thruster to it, its front machine guns, and its missiles upgrade. Then the 50 car garage over on Eclipse Boulevard is also 30% off. So for anybody who's low on garage space, now is definitely the time to buy a garage. And then we also have 30% off on the Progen PR4 and the Progen Emirates. The Progen GP1 is also 30% off, but like I mentioned earlier, you can only buy this at the LS Car Meet since it's removed. And the same goes with the Neo being 30% off as well, but it's only available to purchase from the Luxury Auto Showroom. And lastly, we have 25% off the Maibatsu Monstrosity. And that wraps up the weekly update for this week. Guys, once again, huge shout out to Duality12 for the suggestion. Really appreciate you, bro, as well as everyone who gave some feedback in the comment section of that community post. Much love, y'all. And speaking of comments, let me know what you guys think down below this new section we just covered in the comment section of this video. For my regular viewers, you already know we mainly focus on making money on this channel. I'm always trying to help you guys out with making money, since when I first started playing the game back in 2015, I didn't know jack shit about making money myself. But hey, I'm more than willing to give you guys more info such as this if that's what you guys want. I'm just here to serve the people, y'all. But if I do continue to give you guys this info, honestly, I'll probably make a separate video for it, since the whole point of this video is to prioritize making money. But yeah, again, I really appreciate any feedback or shit, even criticism you guys have, so drop all that shit down below in the comment section. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up this week's money method / weekly update video. Y'all already know the drill. If you want to make even more money, I'll have another money guide up on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.